I've been pretty lucky with injuries, touch wood, but I've had I broke my jaw once. I missed about 6 weeks, so that was probably the worst one, just eating through a straw.
I've been pretty fortunate with injuries, touch wood. I just had a bit of a niggle last pre-season. I had a hernia in my stomach, in my lower ab.
Had a bit of foot stuff. Almost call it a stress fracture, just the start of a stress fracture. But the best thing is it's all done now, and hopefully, it'll be all good for this season.
My worst injury was my broken leg back in 2006. Thankfully, I've gotten over it, but it took a while. So I think injuries are a part of the game, and it's very disappointing when players have them. But with persistence, you can overcome them.
There's no question AFL's a high-impact sport, and the Brisbane Lions' attrition rate in 2011 was worse than any other club. In fact, they went through an incredible 41 of the 44 players on their team list. Everyone suffered hard knocks, but Brent Staker arguably got the worst of it. The 27-year-old faced surgery after a serious knee injury in round 1. Things went pear-shaped again in round 23 in the clash against his former club, the West Coast Eagles. This time it meant a hamstring graft with full knee reconstruction. Facing the prospect of 18 months away from the game, he let Lions TV cameras follow him to surgery.
Most things are in place, so we just got to hope today goes well, which I'm sure it will, but there's probably always that little bit of angst that you just sort of sometimes be in the back of your mind, but I think my leg will be fine, and no doubt I'm in safe hands and he'll really look after me. What are you crying for?
Oh, shut up.
What are you crying for?
Get out.
I think the biggest thing I've been thinking about the most is just the rehab and how I'm going to get through that. Because it's this first sort of 2-week block straight after the operation where your leg's really sore, and it's kind of, it limits you. Like I'm one of those people that don't like people doing things for me, but I have to suck it up and make sure I spend the next 2 weeks after the operation that I'm doing everything right, trying to get the swelling down. Once you're not playing footy, same as everything, you realise how much you do love playing football. And for me, having to sit on the sidelines last year, and then I sit on the sidelines pretty much most of this year, it's just going to be a good test of character. So for main course, we've got the Moroccan chicken, we have the salmon vol au vent, and the other Moroccan chicken.
That's all right. 135 on 82.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not nervous.
You're not?
I'm not nervous. Blood pressure says so.
Who are you trying to convince? Me or you?
Mum and Dad have always been great, and I don't think they understood the enormity of a knee reconstruction and how much it takes it out of the individual, but how much it hurts your ability to live out your career. So I think at the very start they were a bit shocked as to how severe it was and what's involved. Makes it a bit easier that I've been through it. Makes it a bit easier. This is probably just too many times that I've been here for a knee. But that's our job, isn't it? That's part of being a footballer, unfortunately. You've got to take the good with the bad. I feel good, like I'm in good spirits. It's just, as they say, see on the other side. I'll wake up in a few hours and feel great. Won't be able to move, but at least I'll know that, that's done and I'm on to the next stage. The hardest thing about not playing footy is not achieving your goals. So, I want to play that 150 games, I want to play 170 games. They're little goals in my life, in my career that I want to achieve. And if I can get to them, I'll be wrapped. Especially coming through, 2 severe knee reconstructions, and if I can come through them and achieve those small goals, then I'll be happy to say that I played AFL football and enjoyed my time as an AFL footballer.
Mate, just looking at that vision, I was nervous for you going in there. And I know you were trying not to be, but it would have been very hard.
Oh, look, it is. It was my second time around. I was a little bit more prepared, but this surgery was a lot more complex than the first surgery I had previously. So, you know, I was a little bit, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit nervous.
And then there's that long stretch, which I know you've been down there and done it before. It's daunting, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Look, it's a full 12 months. Unfortunately for my case, I had 6 months wait prior to the operation, so it's really turned into sort of an 18-month sort of rehabilitation process. And it's just really, you know, doing the right things and sort of ticking your boxes as you go. And, you know, whether it's a 4-week box or 6-month box, it takes a long time before you can fully get to the 12-month, you know, mark.
I've spoken to a lot of athletes who've had the same thing, and tears. There are tears, aren't there?
Yep, it can definitely affect, you know, obviously everyone very different. For me, I kind of said that what doesn't break us makes us stronger. And, you know, coming from a football world, and you know, I suppose every athlete kind of has that motto, but I firmly believe in it because, you know, we've got that mentality and that motivation that we're not going to back down, and we're going to, you know, fight till the last day of our career. And, you know, for me, it rings home, and I'm going to make sure that's my motto all the way through this process.
Well, it sounds like you've got the right attitude. I know it's going to be another 12 months away, but we can't wait to see you back in action for the Lions.
Thanks very much.
Good luck with it.
He might be sidelined, but Brent will be a vocal supporter of his teammates throughout the 2012 season. You can be too. The Lions have membership packages available in premium, prime and standard reserve seating, with 3-game memberships from as little as $75. Go to lions.com.au to get the details. While you're there, don't forget to enter the Hyundai Brisbane Lions competition for your chance to win some of these great prizes.
It may be a little quiet now, but there is nothing like the atmosphere at the Gabba. 30,000 people all cheering for the Lions, and when Brisbane take it out of that back pocket through the midfield, some slick handballs, slick passing and finding a big tall up front in front of goal. Doesn't get too much better than that, Brent.
No, that's right, Ben. It's great to see the boys with fast pace, great skills. You can't beat it.
Righto, that is it for us now. Don't forget, Channel 7 is your home of AFL here in Queensland. 4 games live every week on 7, mate, including every single Brisbane Lions game. And don't forget the website, lions.com.au, because Lions TV will be broadcasting behind the scenes all season. Until next time, goodbye.
We're representing the Brisbane Lions, representing the footy club all the time. We don't want to let the club down.
I think that this group will come along very, very quickly. So hang on your hats for 2012, mate.